Welcome back, trainers. So we do have a new image for GoFest 2020, which we're going to be taking a look at and speculating like we used to do in the past here. Before we do go on, I want to announce something pretty exciting. I'm going to be purchasing 4 tickets for people to attend GoFest. Now, before we continue on, I just want to make this clear. Unfortunately, I do not think that the Visa cards that I'm going to be purchasing for the specific trainers to get their GoFest tickets are going to be able to be international, so it is probably only going to be within the United States. Make sure you do have a Twitter so I can get in contact with you, and you're going to be able to get yourself one of these possible debit cards that I'm going to just send you the number, and then you can purchase it. I'll just have the amount on there for you, maybe even a little extra. So all you have to do to enter is please like this video, comment, go over to my Twitter. I'll have a link in the description, like the link for this video on there, and leave a comment as well. The more things you do, the better chances you have in entering yourself. All right, so good luck, and let's see how all this plays out. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things that we have going on here. We're going to be taking a look at some battles at the end with Cochino Mom. Now we have a Team Rocket blimp here, so we can expect something to do with Team Rocket going on. I know what everybody wants is to be able to TM away frustration on Shadow Pokemon. Let's not get too deep into that, but who knows. We also have a Gible between Pikachu and Eevee here, indicating that there's going to be possible more Gible spawns. Well, that's going to be an obvious with that image here, and you know what that means. Shiny Gible. We all been waiting for it. We've been asking for Community Day. So this may be your opportunity to finally get a shiny Gible because, well, it's probably one of the rarest things in the game, as well as a very meta-relevant Pokemon for raids and PvP. And then we do have a Snorlax here. What is that going to indicate? Is it going to be shiny? Well, I mean, it does have a baby, so they can do whatever they want at GoFest. They can make a Snorlax be shiny in the wild, but I don't think that that's actually going to take place. Possibly the release of shiny Munchlax, and then you can maybe hatch those. We'll just have to wait and see. Maybe there's going to be some sort of special feature for the people that did purchase the GoFest tickets to hatch special things out of, I don't know, whatever eggs, 7 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 10, and so on. So we'll just have to see how that does work out. The shiny is going to be to the left. The original is going to be to the right. Not much of a difference. Snorlax color is pretty much the same thing as regarding the shiny variant. So not much of a difference, but still a pretty awesome shiny to have because Snorlax is a good Pokemon and fun and a fan favorite, right? And then we have an Unown in the trees over there. So despite Unowns being out for quite some time, a lot of people simply don't have one because it is so rare. And I'm going to be honest with you, if it wasn't for GoFest or people posting them where they were at, I probably wouldn't have one because it's not something you just come across. And then we have a Sinchao in the water, indicating that we're going to have more spawns for those, so possibly going to be able to get yourself one of those shinies as well. Personally, for me, I do need one. And we have Zangoose and Survivor duking it out over there, mortal enemies. And, well, we already know those are actually already released shiny, so we could potentially get those as well. I'm assuming they're going to have both of them spawning, and they're not going to be region locked, depending upon where you're at, just because, yeah, it's GoFest, so I'm sure everybody's going to be able to get those if you did purchase that ticket. So, awesome. Moving on, we do have the Exeggutor, which potentially may be spawning in the wild, probably more than likely, and, well, shiny yet again. And then they have a Charizard here. Now, I don't think you're going to be getting shiny Charizards in the wild, although you never know. They did do that whole raid deal, so you might see that. But what I think that's indicating is just probably a reward that you're going to be able to get, or just the iconic Charizard being presented here. So there you have it for the new poster and the speculation. Pretty exciting stuff, and I really can't wait for this, honestly, because as much as I enjoyed the travel there, it really wasn't cheap, right? So doing this at home is going to be fantastic. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at my inventory really fast, just to see my shinies that I've gotten, my Reshurams, because we haven't really been going over that at all in the past, I don't know, a couple months, right? I mean, maybe we went over a few of my Pokemon, but nothing that I've caught in recently. And yes, Go Battle League is still down, and no word from Niantic as to when it's going to be opening up. So, wow. Yep, taking care of business. So I did catch this not to go plussed it while I was taking Athena for a walk. I've hatched plenty of Galarian new Pokemon, as you can see here. Plenty of those Meowths, those Zigzagoons, and those Stunfisk. I'm looking great, and I'm holding on to them for potential people that need them or trades. I'm not going to continue to accumulate them, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. So as far as my best Reshiram, this is going to be a weather boosted, a 15, 14, 14. That would be the one I invest in after it does go away, but honestly, I'm really not going to power one up quite yet. Still need to accumulate those rare candies, and you need to get out there and start raiding more, because I did break the bank. I like to have, say, around 420 just to feel comfortable, and that's going to be like, you know, the nice cushy spot for my rare candies. Usually I sit around, I don't know, 500 to 600 of those. So there you have it. Looking pretty good on those. I haven't really been going too hard on the raids, just the raid hour and a few here and there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at these battles with Kachino Mom and see what we have. So I started off with Togekiss, and she's going in with the Obstagoon. Great lead for us, and I kind of questionable moves here. I stay in with the Togekiss thinking, okay, I have the Obstagoon in the back that's going to be able to handle it, but you know what? I started thinking, well, great, she has a bunch of stored energy and more than likely has Cross Chop. Not a good situation here. I probably should have took the Togekiss out, but at this point, it's a little too late. And did you notice I do have Gengar and Obstagoon, and I want to talk about that and move away from the commentary for just a second. That combination is just insane. I want to test it out more, and I really can't wait for Gengar's Community Day. That's going to make it a lot better, right? It's going to have something to hit the opponent a little bit faster. So, Gengar, weak to Dark and Ghost, as well as Psychic. What does Obstagoon resist? Every one of those. And what is Obstagoon weak to? Fairy and Fighting. Let's go. And what is Gengar resisting? Those exact things. They are paired beautifully together. So you heard it here, folks. Gengar, Obstagoon. You're gonna want to test this out. I mean, have some fun with your friends while the Go Battle League is down. And it's kind of nice because it's like a little break, to be honest with you. Although it's really nice to get those battles in. But I can spare myself the frustration for today, I suppose, right? Because it usually puts me in a mad mood, an angry mood. So in comes the Obstagoon taking us out. Of course, we have no more shields. And this was a very close battle. Hoping for a Night Slash here as I come on. And it is a cross chop, just like we predicted, and she's going to be able to take the win. Very nice battle. We're going to do 3 up against her here. Going into the next one, I'm starting it off with a Wing Attack Charizard. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get out of there, especially because it's a Swampert. We're going to be using Snorlax. I just wanted to test out this team comp. I never really used it in Go Battle League before. And what I do here is I was really contemplating about going for Earthquake. I was like, I'm going to build up to Earthquake and see if we can get a shield. And we go for the Body Slam here. And she doesn't shield. I was like, man, I should have just went for Earthquake and KO'd the Swampert. It's spamming me into Oblivion right now. So I do use my shield because I don't want to waste all that energy. We're going to get off another Body Slam, expecting her to pull out a shield at this point. And there it is. Fantastic. She can't really farm me down. So she's going to have to expend this energy, which is okay, I suppose. But we have a Charizard and a Giratina in the back. Me with my Giratina over here. Forgive me, please. I'm not worthy. All right. So going for the Hydro Cannon before we do take her out. And they're going in here with the Scizor now. Obviously, this is not a good situation. And as soon as I switch into my Charizard, I mean, come on. She's going to just counter swap me. And so I have to play this... I don't know, see how I play this here. So we're getting hit by that. She gets the boost, and at this point I was like, oh, okay, game over. Game over! But I'm still going to try. I'm not going to give up here. So we go for another Shadow Sneak. We're going to swap into Charizard to absorb this hard-hitting Night Slash because it is boosted. Ouch. Doing almost half. Swapping into Gyarados, and I'm going to be going for the Dragon Claws here. So there was a maybe... I want to say a slight glimpse of hope of maybe winning, but I don't think so. I don't think so. So Wing Attack is going to be able to charge a little bit faster, and we're doing neutral damage to Gyarados, so it's an okay situation there. Bringing in the Giratina, we're going to have to shield this up. Obviously, it's going to be a crunch, and that would totally KO us. So we still want to make a fighting attempt here. I wanted to farm down, but that's not happening, and then go for the Dragon Claw. So she's going to do that crunch and take me out. Another good game. Moving it on to the last one here. Cue the 3 inches of blood. Revenge. Let's go. So she's starting it off with the Melmetal, and I'm going in with the Escavalier. And this is a good position. She is retreating with a lot of energy on that Melmetal. And I'm going to be going in here with Gramble, and we're looking beautiful, folks, because we are resisting the Crunch, and the Dragon Breath. We're expecting a Hydro Pump, so we're going to be using a shield at this point and farm all the way down and have energy ready for the probably Melmetal that's going to be coming back in here. We're going to go for Crunch, maybe trying to get to another one before they do take us out. We're definitely not going to shield this Gramble. We just want to do as much damage and kind of threaten them with the potential of a fighting type charge move coming at them. So we did get the shield, very good. Expecting a flurry of Rock Slides to come at me here and getting to another one, which is perfect. We did exactly what we needed to do. We took out the Gyarados, we countered, then we're going to be able to go in here with Escavalier or Swampert as we choose. We don't really want to reveal our last Pokemon quite yet. Expecting a superpower and retreat, so we're going to prepare for that and shield up and not really hit our charge move. And getting ready, in comes the Caesar, and we're actually going to just stay in here, I suppose, because, well, our Swampert lined up with the Melmetal is going to be fantastic. We don't really need to worry about much. I mean, getting hit by a couple superpowers is going to hurt it, but this is a good matchup for us, so we're just going to play this out. You don't always have to switch when your opponent does. You just have to think about the matchup and how it's going to play out, right? So now we're going to go ahead and switch and absorb this charge move and then farm down and then hit the Melmetal with a Hydro Cannon and take the win. So good games. Really appreciate the battle. Shout out there. And if you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up. Remember, I'm going to be giving away or buying 3 people GoFest tickets, so make sure you hit that like button, follow me on Twitter, like the video there, and we'll get this squared away. Thanks for watching, trainers, and I'll catch you all next time.